Oh man, hopefully this is working, guys. Hopefully this is working the way it's supposed to be working. Can you guys hear me okay? Before I head out of here, make sure you guys can hear me. Cool. I'll wait for some people to hop on. I had to make sure that this voice is working. It's working. Morris Prince, what's good? What's going on, TJ? How are you? How are things? Man, I can't even do my normal intro because I'm so busy trying to figure out the sound. What is good, Steve? How are you, brother? So everything's working good, yes? Man, outstanding. It's good to hear that, man. What's going on, Raymond? So you guys can hear me okay now, yes? Everything's good? Man, I was talking for a long time with nothing. I didn't even know. I was kind of going back and forth. I didn't know what's up, man. It's good to see you guys. Carl Wagner, what is good, brother? That's okay, brother. That's all right. Don't get yourself in trouble at work, Carl. Do your thing, brother. We'll hook up. We'll definitely hook up for sure, man. But guys, listen, I'm gonna do my thing, and so just real quick, man. Just again, this is your boy CryptoCeej with another day in the life and the crazy life that is cryptocurrency. I should say the digital asset space, right? The digital asset space. So good, guys. It's good to see you. Glad this thing is working. I appreciate your patience, man. Definitely appreciate your patience with this this whole audio thing. I did a stream or two early this morning, and I couldn't get the video thing right. And so and now the audio, but I think we got it working. And so I'm gonna have to figure out where I need to kind of go to check out you guys and see what's up. But I'm probably gonna stay here. It says excellent connection. So the stream settings, everything's good. What is going on? Tall Midget 123. Yeah, man, everyone's showing their face. So here's the deal, Tall Midget 123. You know, I had said on a video that I uploaded about a week ago, I said that if the digital asset investor, number one, does a live stream, okay, and then number two, shows his face on the live stream, okay, that I was going to do the same thing. And so he did that at Swell. And so I'm a man of my word. So yeah, so I decided to go ahead and do that with the big face reveal. But in essence as well, you know, this is about kind of taking the channel to another level and being able to bring more content to this community and grow the XRP community. Because if those of you who probably didn't notice from Swell, the people from Ripple appreciate the things that this community brings to the table. Not just content creators, the XRP community and what they bring to the table. And they are paying attention and they are listening and they are noticing. So he's like Butterfly Trader, that's funny. Butterfly Trader 1, that's funny. That's funny. Kai should hide his face. That's hilarious, right? So so yeah, so that's kind of the thing, and so I want to take the channel to another level. So guys, please smash the like button on your way in, and we're gonna get into some serious stuff. And it's funny too because I was saying this during the stream where you guys couldn't hear me. What I was saying was, you know, I don't know what was more significant. You know, I'm joking when I say this. More significant, the stuff that happened as well, or the stuff that happened after Swell. Right? Because I don't know if you guys checked out my boy Brad Kynes this morning with his stream, but dude was heated, right? He was heated, and I messaged him in the Investment Perspectives Telegram group, and I was like, dude, much needed video, man. Definitely appreciate that, man. It was excellent. It was on point, right? And so, because I agree with the things that he said, you know, I agree with a lot of the things that he said. I would have handled it differently, but that's me. That's my personality. But I agreed with what he said, you know, and I think it's important to kind of understand that. And, you know, I don't know if you guys were having this kind of debate, but me and my other couple of friends that I know in the space, we were like, why are they inviting XRP YouTubers, right? Why are they inviting content creators? Why is Ripple doing that, right? And I think these invites kind of came from Chris Larson as well. So, right, I was thinking to myself, like, why would they do that? He was torqued for sure, Captain Crypto Morgan. No doubt, bro. So, you know, I was like, why is Ripple doing that? And for me, I had come to the conclusion is that they really wanted to show us the bigger picture, kind of where we are with all things ODL, where Ripple is doing, and kind of things. But they wanted to bring it to the content creators so that they could bring it to the community. And I think the message, what they were trying to get out to the community, quite honestly, is three things: patience, knowledge, patience, and maturity. But so they bring these guys in, and again, I know there's some things that they kind of show, but it was really, they wanted to bring them in and show them the bigger picture. What is the vision here? Like, what are we really looking to do? Like the big picture, but also through the content creators, let us know that it's just, guys, it really is. It's just the beginning, and since they know how powerful the XRP community is, and how we're able to communicate, and how so many of us kind of hang out with other people, get along really well, communicate really, really well, intelligent people in the community, they wanted to bring the content creators in, get that message to them so they can get the message to us. And to me, it's really three things. It's really three things, in my opinion. Again, knowledge, patience, and maturity. Knowledge, knowing where we are, knowing what's going on with this project that is ODL, and getting a kind of a bigger picture. I think the fact that David Schwartz hung out with Brad Kimes and Dustin the way that he did, in my opinion, I don't know. In my opinion, it was amazing. It was awesome. CJ felt pressured by DAI Short's face. Not really pressure. Joseph C. I just thought, because I can resonate with his hesitancy. I could resonate with his caution, with wanting to not for DA not to show his face. And me and my girl talked about it back and forth. And I think that we came to the same conclusion. Aiden Trading, what is good, young man? How are you? I think we came to the same conclusion that it was time. It's time to do meetups. It's time to get more conventions. It's time to kind of level up the channel a little bit, if you will. Hey Eli, what's going on? And take it to another level. Now, this is my personal opinion, but I really do feel as though Ripple appreciates it. I think that the people from Ripple, in my opinion, kind of need it, right? And it's important. When I hear who was it, Dustin Planhart or Mr. B, one of them, they were getting DMs from the partners from Ripple, anticipating them showing up to Swell and be able to meet with them and talk with them, right? So the partners of Ripple, the partners were excited about the XRP community being represented at Swell so that they could talk and communicate. And so to me, that speaks volumes about this community, the content creators. It's not just the content creators, it's all of us. And it speaks volumes to, how we are, what we do, how we behave ourselves in this community. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was really important. Blue collar trading, what's good, bro? How you doing, man? And so I wanted to, I thought that was really, really important. I think that's the message. I really do think. And I think Ripple did a good job at that. I think it was really important for me to see, Brad Garlinghouse and David Schwartz, looking people eye to eye, right? Face to face, man to man, eye to eye, and not looking down on people. I thought that was huge. I thought that was significant. And Brad Garlinghouse is a busy dude, right? So I think that was important. David Schwartz, right? The fact that, here's the thing that I'll say, and I wrote this, I commented in the stream, and Brad Kimes streams 3 times, right? The game plan going to Swell, in my opinion, had to be for Brad Kimes and Dustin Planhart, Mr. BXRP, Dustin, whoever else was there. The plan going in had to be build trust, right? It has to be that way. And perhaps them inviting the YouTubers in to the Swell was a test. It was a litmus test, right? And so you gotta build that. It's a relationship. This is a long-term relationship, and so you have to build trust. You have to build trust. You can't go in there and misbehave. Okay, you know what I mean? Because they're paying attention. They want to see how you're gonna act. I don't want to say professional, but you gotta. There's a level in relationship. This is a relationship, whether we like it or not. As XRP community members, this is a relationship between us and them. whatever that looks like. And if we want to strengthen relationship, if we want to strengthen that relationship and continue with that relationship, we gotta, we gotta do the right thing. We gotta act right, right? And so, I get it. I get the caution and the questions from Brad and Dustin. I get the caution. I get the, listen, I was personally, I loved the way they behaved. Listen, if you can get David Schwartz to put his guard down and trust and hang out, the fact that he would spend time with them the way he did, that was about trust. He trusted them, and so you don't want to violate that. We are all in it for this XRP thing to win. We are all in that. Hashtag, I don't know. Agent trading, what does that mean? I don't know. So talking to someone else. You know what I mean? So we all, David Schwartz, people at Ripple, them. I don't know how much they have or if they have, but it's my guess that they have some XRP as well, right? They have some XRP as well. So we're all in this thing for XRP to win. And it's important to understand that they can't be a slip up. It can't be a mix up, right? And so obviously, you get there, you're going to sign some stuff, right? Right. Obviously, you're going to have to sign some kind of obviously. I mean, they do that in regular, contract world. You got to sign some, some non-disclosures, right? That's just kind of the way it is. Just proprietary stuff that they don't want out in the masses, so they don't want the competition to get a hold of. And so, of course, they probably had to sign some stuff like that as well. So, blue collar trading, thank you, man. Follow the $5 super chat, my first super chat, brother. I appreciate that. What is good, dude? I think I recognize that picture, but I think that name has changed. Blue collar trading. I think that name has changed because I recognize that picture. So it's good to see you, bro. It's definitely good to see you. Definitely. These agent traders said I messed up the donation. No worries, bro. No worries. And so, I see a couple super chats up there. That's cool, man. That's a very cool thing. And so, you know what I mean? And so, for me personally, I think they did their thing. I think they did it the right way. This is the beginning. This is the beginning. Them inviting the XRP, in my opinion, them inviting these XRP YouTubers out there, these content creators out there, it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning of a long-term relationship. And here's the thing. I want you to think about this. If David Schwartz and Brad Garlinghouse and whoever they got to hang out with, whoever Mr. B and Digital Asset Investor and Dustin Planhope, just to name a few of the people, whether Leonidas, whoever those guys from the community, whoever the community members got to hang out with Ripple, whoever that was, that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning of a relationship. And if David Schwartz, you got to think about this, guys. And if Brad Garlinghouse was able to put the guard down enough on the initial meeting, what's going to happen in subsequent meetings, in subsequent get-togethers, right? But if they go in there and screw some stuff up, if the community goes in there and screws some stuff up and doesn't allow for their guards to come down, the people from Ripple's guards to come down, there's no future meetups. There's no, you understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Aiden Trading, thanks for, he said he messed it up. And thanks for the super chat, brother. If you did one, I think you did one. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I know, Aiden Trade. I know that's your dad, brother. But I thought he had a different name. I thought it was different than Blue Collar Trading at one time. You know what I mean? He said, oh, yeah, I was Jonathan and started a trading channel, how to teach dates. I hear you, brother. Excellent. That's good for you, bro. Good for you, man. What's up from Ireland? From Ireland, who is that? TF. Greetings, brother. How are you, man? What time is it in Ireland, TF? So for me, again, I wanted to start the video off with, the whole BragCon stream this morning because, again, he was heated, and I appreciate, where he was coming from. I appreciate where he's coming from, and they do have to, they got to tread lightly, right? So I think they did their thing, and then they're there to work, DAI and Mr. B, and whoever else was there. They weren't really there for the documentary. They would just hang, do some other things. But think about how well Ripple treated the people there. Think about that. Questions later on, all the other kind of stuff will get answered in time. Let's build a relationship. Right? let's make it a strong relationship. And again, another one of the things for me as well is, I'm going to do what I can to make sure I get to the next swell event, right? And so I have an idea of what that is. I have an idea because I paid attention to who got invited and who didn't get invited, and I don't know how it all. I don't know how it all happened. I don't even know. I don't know if if it was the usual process of you request to get an invite and they just decided to accept some advice, and I don't know. I don't know how all of that went, but I do know that the people there, from Ripple, David Schwartz, Brad Garlinghouse, I'm gonna say David S, right, and Brad Garlinghouse. They're listening. They pay attention. They they read the tweets and all that stuff. And so whoever they decided to pick is whoever they decided to pick. I was totally happy for the people that got to go. Heartbroken by the fact that Crypto Eddie couldn't get there, which is really, really sad. But I know she'll make sure that she gets to the next one for sure. And and so good things. And so I'd love to hear what you guys thought about that. What did you think about Brad Kimes? If you guys saw him this morning, what did you think about that? Do you think he was on point? You guys in agreement with me? I thought he was on point. I really did. I really, really did. Day trading. Ooh, TJ Jackson says I would like to learn day trading. Yeah, I hear you, bro. Not me. I'm not the day trader for sure. I do a little bit of teeny bit of stocks, a teeny bit of options. But I'm a long-term hodler, man. Long-term hodler for sure. In this space, without question. But anyway, there was some really, really important stuff that happened. At Swell, right? Some really, really important stuff. I would like to learn day trading. You'll be there, man. Absolutely on point for sure, right? Yeah, Jacob's Ladder. Jacob's Ladder said on point for sure. I agree, man. Yeah, XRP Utopia. Thank you, bro. I definitely look to be there for sure. TJ Jackson says, I think what was said is needed to be said. Kimes is on point. That's why I am too, bro. That's why I am too, TJ Jackson. That's where I am. Jojo Crypto, how are you? Always liked your bids. Glad to see the live stream. Thank you. I appreciate that, Jojo. Definitely appreciate that. Yeah, really excited about it. So I'm afraid to get off this chat, to get off this thing here with this chat. I wanted to show you guys some stuff. Let me see, because I just thought there were so many good things that was happening, right? Already, so many good things that happened as well. One of the things for me was the panel that talked about the how on-demand liquidity is changing the game. How on-demand liquidity is changing the game. What's good, Crawfish? What's good, right? That panel was interesting to me because it was different backgrounds, like a CEO, maybe a manager, treasurer, right? The lady there was a treasurer. So that was to me, that was a very, very, very interesting panel. But the thing that struck out for me the most from that was, let me see if I can do this without messing it up, was this right here. And hopefully you guys are seeing this. Was this dude right here, and I think his name is Michael Brooks, and he's the founder and CEO of Gold Lance. He's had some really interesting points, and I don't know if I can play this video or not, so I'm not going to play it because I don't know how this whole copyright thing works. If you guys know that, Aiden Trading, how does it work with this whole copyright and playing other people's stuff? I don't know. Let me know, bro. You know more than I do. I'm not familiar with it at all. I just generally upload some videos. Y'all know that, right? I upload the videos and go from there. I don't mess around. So I don't know what's up. So I don't want to play this because I don't want to get any copyright, type strikes with YouTube. But this is what this dude said at around minute 15. He says this digital asset, XRP, moves almost like a tech company. It lives and breathes, moving vastly, accepting customer feedback, accepting user feedback, and upgrading. It can't be ignored. This is what this dude said about the XRP. Right? And this is a guy who's written books on digital payments. He's written books in the payment space, and he's got a very interesting platform, GoLance, because he's actually, he's got an interesting platform because that's a big space to try to get in there with the other freelance people. So that's an interesting space. He's very competitive. So, but him having and using XRP to get the payments house is genius in my opinion. But I thought that was excellent, an excellent point. It moves almost like a tech company. He's talking about XRP and ODL, right, and how that's working. I thought that was genius that he said that. Absolutely genius. So that conference, man, that panel was for me a really, really eye opener because you got someone from a bank, you got a small enterprise business like GoLance, right? You got the lady from Peru. She was a bank person, so the Bitso, right, and doing their thing, working with Bitso. That's I don't know what you would call Bitso, an exchange, right? And so you got different backgrounds there using this product, using this ODL, and their different opinions and their different point of views. I think was really, really eye-telling for me. It says, what is this? Dubion 2, what is good, brother? It says, never ever forget. Old money doesn't want you to win. Yes, sir. Yes. Oh, that's a sir. Absolutely. CJ, are you on Twitter? I am. It's crypto. TF, yes, I am on Twitter. It's crypto _Ceej. CEEJ. Captain Crypto Morgan, what he said, he was on the money. He was on the money. Yep. I get tired of making tweets and garbage. That's why I have unlimited blocks. That's right, Crypto Morgan. He's talking in reference. Captain Crypto Morgan's talking in reference to, Bradcom stream this morning. Yep. What does this says? Captain Peru Bank hookup. It's huge. Yeah. I absolutely agree. Yeah, what they're doing is huge. We can't forget about Ripple working with 50 bank or 50 governments. You're not working with 50 governments because they want to change the speed limit, right? In these different countries, right? Right? They're working with 50 governments for a reason, right? So we can't forget that, right? Jojo, CJ, greetings from Haiti. Hey, what's up, Jojo? What's good, bro? From Haiti, man. What time is it in Haiti? What in the world? That is excellent. That is cool, right? And so, yeah, so that little panel, again, for me was massive because it says, you can get the different perspectives. And let me make sure I'm not missing any. Man, I don't know how this thing works. There it is, right? I don't, if this is your first donation, but here. Thanks, Aiden Train. I appreciate that. I'm sorry I didn't see that before. I definitely appreciate that. What else you got? Blue Collar Trading. I got that one. The household. I appreciate that, guys. I appreciate you guys doing that. Definitely appreciate that. Yeah, learning this whole chat thing. Crawfish. Got that. From Haiti. XRP Utopia. Volume plus velocity equals value. That's ODL. Absolutely. And this flywheel thing is very, very interesting as well. Let me bring up this flywheel, this blockchain flywheel as well. What do you do, everybody? Much love, CryptoCeej. Thank you, what I do. I'll have to catch the replay. Absolutely, bro. Do your thing, man. We'll hook up another time for sure because I'm going to be doing more of these live streams without question. So we started out the stream talking about Bradcom this morning and his stream, and we also talked about why the XRP community YouTubers were brought out there, what they were looking to do, what was Ripple, what was the intent behind that. And I think Ripple, I think they got the answers that they wanted, and I think they got the point across that they wanted to get across what to do. And that was really about, listen, there's three things here, man. There's patience, there's knowledge, there's patience, and there's maturity. It's 6 p.m. Okay. Oh, okay. Perfect. So it's 6 o'clock here too, JoJo. Right? So, right, that's what Ripple was wanting to kind of get across, right? And I think that Ripple was able to get the big picture to DAI, to Mr. BXRP, to get them to realize how real this really is, but to also get them to understand that we're at the beginning. Like that dude, what's his name? Michael Brooks said on that panel, he said, we're at the end of the beginning. That's what he felt like in terms of ODL and XRP. He thought we were at the end of the beginning, but I think Ripple wanting to get across the bigger picture, and whatever that is, it's a big picture, but it's going to take time. So please, knowledge, like I like to say, right? Level up your IQ, level up your XRP IQ is important. So knowledge, patience, got to be patient here. This is a long-term thing, and then of course, maturity. This product has to mature, in other words, it has to become more mass adopted. That's going to take time. But the product is maturing, and that is going to get better. That's why Michael Brooks said that this XRP thing moves like a tech company. It lives and breathes, right? Think about that. Accepting customer feedback, accepting user feedback, and upgrading. I mean, that's massive. From a guy who's been in that kind of payments, written books on payments, right? And so, that's important. XRP, what is this? Have your XRP tip I see. Okay, cool. So, and that's important. So that's kind of where we kind of started off, what to do, kind of talking about those different things. And, that video on the Ripple YouTube channel with that panel talking about how on-demand liquidity is changing the game. It's just smart. It's a smart video. The panel was brilliant. I'm glad they got it out there. And guys, please on your way in, smash the like buttons. I definitely appreciate that. I know that it helps the channel. Yes, absolutely, dude. And patience, absolutely. You know what's going on, right? So, and that is the deal. And so, I can't wait to connect with Brad Kimes. I know he wants to rest up some, and we've been chatting a little bit. For a little bit, but we haven't talked on the phone in a while, so I only talked with him one time on the phone, and so hopefully Google, what? Sir Captain Sticks, Google chef invested $14,000, he walked away with what? Okay, and what though? Great to see Captain Crypto Morgan, get a gallon gas or 18 XRP. Captain Crypto Morgan, thanks for the super chat, my friend. It says get a gallon of gas or 18 XRP, your choice, brother. No weak hands here, bro. Absolutely. I have on other mitts, never selling. Exactly. This is a long-term game. And again, think about it. Think about the fact that this is the first time the YouTubers, the content creators, the community got to hang out with Ripple. And I just think it's a long-term game. And me personally, here's the thing that I want you to think about. If they were as welcoming on the first visit, what do you think is going to happen 5 years from now, 10 years from now? If David Schwartz was able to feel comfortable as much as he was on that first visit, right? Can you imagine when this thing does what it's supposed to do, when XRP does what it's supposed to do? Can you imagine the hangouts? Can you imagine the good time? Look at the good times they had in this XRP thing is at 27, 28, 29 seconds, right? Can imagine? I look forward to it. I really, really do. And, when I do get to swell and hang out with those guys, I'm going to be a sponge trying to learn as much as I can from those guys, right? And that's the great thing about this community. I mean, people like Mr. B and Charles Hunter and, I don't miss any. So many people, educate me, help me to level up my XRP IQ, and it's important. So that I can feel comfortable, like Brad Kimes said earlier. So I can feel comfortable even having, having a shot at having an intelligent conversation with David Schwartz, right? With David S., right? So think about that. And so massive in a lot of ways. But this blockchain flywheel, let me make sure I got that. Is this the one? I wanted to read you. Nope, that's not it. Let's see, where is it? Is this one? No, there it is right here. This is, again, I'm going to read this to you just so you guys get it, but this is from something that you could have downloaded. It is called the Flywheel Set in Motion, Ripple's Blockchain and Payments Report for 2019. And I just want to read the flywheel effect to you because I think it's so apropos and it's important to understand. I love the fact that they take time to do this different stuff for potential partners and business people and obviously for us as well. This is what the flywheel effect says. It says, the spinning flywheel is a good analogy for the pace of blockchain and digital asset adoption. And that's where we are. We're right there in that digital asset adoption. Flywheels used in heavy industry require significant energy to start spinning. significant energy to start spinning. But once they gain momentum, tend to continue spinning. The flywheel is spinning for blockchain and digital asset adoption, but the industry must still overcome key challenges to move the wheel for adoption faster. In blockchain and digital asset adoption, the energy lies in proving business and customer value and technical feasibility. In the 2018 Blockchain and Payments Report, early adopters proved value and technical feasibility. The spinning trigger is proving viability by scaling this technology across the majority of respondents. For the flywheel to spin faster, it requires expediting implementation for financial institutions, gaining regulatory clarity, and the boost that digital assets offer when paired with blockchain technology for cross-border payment, right? And that's a great analogy. It really is a great analogy. In other words, it's going to take time to create the momentum, but once it gets going, we talk about momentum a lot in our business. Momentum is hard to get, but once you get it, it's hard to get momentum, but once you get it, look out. Right, so that flywheel is a perfect example of what they're looking to do, guys, and that's the thing. For me, I always tell people this, look, the definition of vision is seeing it before the masses see it, right? Seeing it before the masses see it. Right? And all great things, great people go through 3 phases. Number 1, they will be ridiculed, right? Ridicule. Has not XRP gone through that? Number 2, it will be opposed. In fact, it will be violently opposed. I think that's where we are kind of right now. And then number 3, it will become self-evident. And although I think we're in the latter part of violently opposed, stage 2, and number 3, it will become self-evident. And that's the thing. That's where we have to get to, guys, as a community. We have to get to that and understand that one day this will be very, very, very self-evident. Very, very self-evident, right? So just understand that. But the definition of vision, guys, is seeing it before the masses see it, right? And so that flywheel, I think, is a great example. Let me see what's going on in the chat here. I don't want to miss anybody's stuff. Best regards and thanks from Sorrento, Italy. Hey, oh man, Giuseppe, Cardi. Thank you, man. What's going on? We were just in Italy. We were just on a cruise. We were out in a couple of places in Italy, as a matter of fact. Are you from that area, like originally? In Google stocks, XRP is the same way. Oh, okay. In Google. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Sir Captain Sticks. Absolutely. In Google. I remember you talking about the 14,000. Yep. XRP is the same way. It's a long-term game, without question. And we should be excited about that because, I think just the greater discipline it requires, the greater the reward. And so for us, the greater, don't get me wrong, I don't want to discount that there is not a discipline, there is not a patience that's needed to be here through all these ups and downs. And every day checking out, Litecoin wise and checking out the price. There's a massive discipline required, a massive discipline. And I think because of that discipline and patience that's required, it's just going to be a greater reward when it's all said and done, guys. You know what I mean? Brandon L., what's going on, my dude? It says accumulate aggressively and hold for years. It says accumulate aggressively and hold for years is the key to winning this game, without question. Imagine the possibilities. That's exactly right, Brandon. What is this? Mr. Leroy. Imagine, exactly. David showed his personality a lot more than I expected, and that was awesome. 416 Crypto. How are you, bro? How are things with you? 416 Crypto. I've seen that name plenty of times before. Hope things are good with you. TJ Jackson, that's right, my dude. Genius in motion, that is Ripple, without question. Crypto time, bro. What's up, man? What's going on, dude? Face reveal, finally. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Crypto time. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it was time because I said Crypto time. I said that the digital asset investor, if he would do a live stream and show his face in a live stream, then I would do the same thing. And so here we are. But I think it's just time to do that as a channel. It's time to grow. And me personally, I really want to feel like I'm doing my part to add to this community and help grow this community. And and I think that's important. Really, really, really important to do that. And because now that I'm certain that that the people from Ripple pay attention and they appreciate it. Remember, Brad Garlinghouse took out. They were in a room, and then Brad Garlinghouse took DAI and Mr. B and I believe someone else took them outside of that room and thanked them and told them how much they appreciate them for bringing value to this community. Appreciate the fact that they were taking the time to do content and just add to the whole entire XRP ecosystem by being awesome XRP community members. For Brad to do that, for Brad Garlinghouse to do that, speaks volumes. For not only for him as a person, but for us as a community to do that. You got to get that. You know what I mean? You got to get it. This guy is a CEO of a company that's probably got, who knows, the value of the company right now. And for him to take the time to do that is significant. What else we got going on here in the chats? Hello, I am new to the stream. Hello, Papa Doc. How are you? Thanks for hanging out, man. Thanks for your hard work. Crypto time, absolutely. Glad to do it. Definitely glad to do it, bro. Oh, a good friend told me about your stream. Okay, cool. Excellent. That is awesome. I love that. Like launching a rocket, says Jay, Mr. Leroy, without question. Yep, Leo _Brazil _crypto says, once you're building a new way of money transfer, it takes time. You only need patience and knowledge. Yeah. So that's what it is, right? That's what it is. It's knowledge, it's patience, and it's maturity. B-Chain code and partnerships. Yeah, I know. You guys probably noticed, but for me, I had like 10 digital assets right at one time. I had the Cardano, I had the Hollow Chain, I had some Ethereum, Bitcoin. I think I said Cardano, right? So I had Cardano, I had Hollow Chain, I had some Tron. I had like 10 different things, right? Of course, XRP, and I just said, you know what? I'm scaling down, and a lot of it was because of Carl Wagner. He made some really important points. I said, you know what, you're right. And I said, I'm down to 2. Not that Cardano and EOS, I don't think, I still think they're going to do amazing, but I'm really down to 2. And that's VeChain and XRP, because I think VeChain is in their own lane doing their own thing, and and the partnerships just keep increasing, right? Yeah, things are good. Smooth landing. Thanks for the Peter Benham says, smooth landing. Thanks for the vectors. Absolutely. Yeah, that was my old gig, right? That was my old gig. And so it's funny because a lot of people don't know, but back in the day, I was an air traffic controller. And in fact, it's the only job that I've never had another job. It's the only job I've ever had. Was being an air traffic controller. So somehow, somewhere, Peter knows a little bit about my background. But yes, I was, doing my thing for a little bit, doing some consulting for a company out in Leesburg, Virginia for a little bit as well. But yeah, I miss it though. I do miss it. But I got, I had to do my own. I have to continue to be in control of my time, man. But yeah, I loved it. The only job I've ever had since I was 18, and as a gig, obviously it was great. It was great money because I was at the top level facility, and was blessed, to kind of make that good income. But working from home for me is definitely the thing. VeChain, smooth landing. Thanks for the vectors. Anytime, I loved it. My 2 loves, XRP and VET, says Leo _Brazil crypto. Absolutely. That's just VeChain. I just think they're doing their own thing. Again, they're in their own lane. And, they're making smart moves. That CEO, I forget his name now. Oh man, I forget his name. But he's a smart dude. He really is. He's a smart, very, very smart person, right? And you got to think about, kind of the China. You just gotta factor it all in, right? Because popularity is important when it comes to the value of something, and they have a real use case. That it's not the use case that it's XRP, but they have a real use case, and they're going to grow. And to me, the people from Ripple are years ahead of 99.99% of the projects or companies out there in the blockchain space. You know what I mean? So VeChain's got some catching up to do, but they're on the right track. I've noticed that the volume, Papa Doc says, I've noticed that the volume has substantially increased for VeChain over the past year. Absolutely. Sonny Lou, that's right. Sonny Lou, thank you. Leo, Brazil, Crypto, Sonny Lou. Just seems like a real smart guy. Really, really smart guy. So Rome wasn't built in a day, says TF Exact. This is gonna take some time. It's just definitely gonna take some time. You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely gonna take some time. For sure. And so here's another video that I wanted to, I'm not gonna play, but it was on the Ripple YouTube channel, and it was a guy talking about just to kind of let you guys kind of know where we are as XRP hodlers in this space. It was a guy talking about what is it? How cool it is to work for Ripple. That's Twitter. Let me see something if I can find that. And I just thought that it was very apropos. Do I have it? Yeah, right here. What it's like to work at Ripple, and it was by Ripple's Senior Director of Global Recruiting, and I think it was Jim somebody or another. Working at Ripple. Jim, because I don't want to play, because I don't know what's going on with the copyright stuff. Aiden Trading, if you're still on, let me know how that works. Like, I don't want to play any videos on his channel and getting copyright strikes, but it was this guy's name was Jim Chauncey Kelly, and he's like some kind of senior director or something for Ripple. Where does it say? Ripple's Senior Director of Global Recruiting. And this is not a young guy, right? This is a guy, right? So, right? I don't want to play it again. I don't want to get in trouble, right? And for me, this guy's got some gray on, right? So he's been around for a little while. He said he was talking about what it's like to work at Ripple. Okay, so here he is there, right? I'm going to go back to the stream. He was talking about what it's like to work at Ripple. And a couple of things that he said that I thought was really, really important. He was saying, number one, he said three things. He said, the fact that the collaboration was massive there at Ripple. That different departments working on different projects could come together, and he wasn't used to that. It was kind of like almost unheard of in different places. And to me, it speaks a lot about kind of like Google and what Google was looking to do. Oh my goodness, a $50 super chat from Morris Prince 7. Oh my gosh, thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. What does this say here? This is elite chess, not checkers. I love that. This is chess, not checkers. I love it. They can't just let the cat out of the bag like that. This will be bigger than any of us can imagine. And I would rather hodl for 5 to 10, and I'm sure he's talking about years, than work for who knows how long. Peace, XRP fam. And man, you couldn't have said it any more. It couldn't have been said any more perfectly than that, bro. That was without question. That's exactly right, bro. That's exactly right. 5 to 10 years. When you think about the potential, 5 to 10 years is nothing. It's nothing. When you think about the potential, and when I say potential, I'm talking about the potential for you to change. I've always looked at this as an opportunity to change the legacy of my family financially. I believe this is an opportunity of 3 lifetimes. I personally really believe that. I really do believe that, right? And so when I listen to this video from this guy, Jim Chauncey, and he said about that collaboration and how huge that was. It made me think about companies like Google in the atmosphere that they look to create and they have created, about not being hesitant to share ideas and to kind of come together. But another thing, and I think that's really important, you could tell that people are. It's like you could tell that working for Ripple is a go-to destination for some really smart people, right? You can feel that. And I hope their office in DC is very much like the office in San Francisco. I hope it's that same way. I hope it's not boring, because it's, hope it's not like, a regulatory, boring type thing. I hope it looks very much like, because I know it's about, being close to DC and all this regulatory stuff, but I hope it's a nice spot, because I'm going to drive down there, I'm going to hang out there, and, maybe, I don't know if I can be able to do a video from there. Probably won't be able to do a video. But I'm definitely going to hang out there and go check it out, visit, shake some hands, whatever. So I hope it's a nice spot. I hope it's as nice as the place in San Francisco. But, Brendan L. says, I buy every single week for the last 2 years and still do. Man, that much respect. Much respect that you've been disciplined enough to do that. Man, I hope a lot of people see that and hear that. Brandon L. says, I buy every single week for the last 2 years and still do. Mad respect for you doing that, dude. Mad respect for doing that. That is absolutely amazing. Getting in early on a new asset class equals opportunity for exactly, Morris Prince. C7 exactly equals opportunity for generational wealth. Without question. I can't wait to meet you, man. Can't wait to meet you. That's without question. So, collaboration of Ripple, I feel like it has a lot to do with the atmosphere, very similar to the atmosphere at Google. But he said in the end of that video, he felt as though this was an opportunity of a lifetime. An opportunity, right? Internet of vision. That's the other thing he said. He said that Ripple was working for Ripple now. It's like working with and collaborating with the people who started the internet and being back there then with them. You know what I mean? That's what he said, and I believe that. And again, I have a little respect for the guy's kind of been around. He's got some gray hair kind of going on, right? So he has a good idea. And the fact that he said that he brought up those points, but he also said he felt like it's an opportunity of a lifetime, to me, like, speaks volume. If you haven't watched this video, go definitely check it out. This is on Ripple's YouTube channel. It's what it's like to work at Ripple. And they got a couple other videos on there as well that you guys definitely want to check out. And just kind of, again, you know what I say, right? I say level up, right? You got to level up your IQ. You got to level up your financial IQ, right? You got to level that up. You got to read, Money Master the Game. You got to read Rich Dad Poor Dad, right? Right? Level up your financial IQ. Then you want to level up your digital asset space IQ, right? You got to learn a little bit more about some things, right? You got to learn a little bit more. I'm not saying become a blockchain person, right? But I'm saying level up enough to understand so that you can, articulate, have an intelligent conversation with some people that you might be able to win over to this space. And then, of course, level up your XRP IQ, right? It's important. It's massively important to do those things. And so, Matthew Pecorella. Love the live video. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that. Love that name, too. London next year, Peter. Singapore next year, Siege. Yeah. So this says it's going to be in London, England. Okay. So that's the whole idea, though, bro. That's the whole idea, Peter. The whole idea is putting in the work necessary to get an invite from the people from Ripple. That's what I'm looking to do. Just to be clear and transparent. I mean, that is a goal, and that is a goal, and I want to be able to serve this community, and I want to be able to give to the community in the same manner and lights as DAI and Brad Kimes and people that really give, Alex Cobb, people who give to this community. And it's a bunch of people that give to the community, whether you like their personalities or not, whether you completely jive with who they are, what they're doing or not. They give a lot to the community. So Sam I.Ams of the world, Love for Crypto, CKJ Crypto News. I love them dudes from Love for Crypto. Hilarious. I cannot wait to hang out with those dudes, right? Whoever it is, Aiden Trading, my land. That young man. Wow, right? So love the Crypto Eddie. How can I not think? Crypto Eddie, right? Right, and so that's what I'm looking to do. I'm hoping to, to walk, live up to, the things that they have done as content creators, and so that's what I'm looking to do, and that's why the face reveal, and that's why the live stream to do my part, if you will. and do my thing, to be quite honest with you. So London next year, that'd be cool. So hopefully that's the idea, Peter, to be able to get that invite. Young Jizza, what's good? What's good? I'm in the UK. Oh, nice. So it'll be good. You'll be right there. It'll be right in your neck of the woods, man. Right in your neighborhood when they have it in next year. Josh JT says, keep stacking XRP. Right? That's what I'm doing. Because I got a little bit of BTC, right? And I don't know. I keep going back and forth right now and then. I'm trying to get some gains from, I kind of put it whatever, a few digits with Bitcoin, let that thing go up a little bit, take the profits, buy more XRP. That's what I've been doing. Bags are cool. Feel blessed that the bags are cool. What is this, CJ? Hello from Melbourne, Australia. Brian V, what's good? Now, you were one of the people that Brad Times was talking about, right? That you guys personally went out there and to meet Brad Times. You went to Singapore in the Swell event. One of the reasons why you went out there to personally meet Brad Times, I think that is outstanding, man. I'm glad you had a chance to meet that dude. I can't wait to meet you, and I can't wait to meet Brad Times as well. When you kind of get this feeling that that you're going to buy with some cats, right? Like, you just kind of know. Like, I know I'm going to buy with Brad Times. I know that I'm going to vibe with Mr. B. No, I'm going to vibe with the digital asset investor. He's a funny dude, right? Right? Just know that you're going to vibe, right? You don't have to agree with everyone on every single thing, right? So my mentor used to always say to me, CJ, if you and I agree on everything, then one of us is not needed, right? Right? And I want to be needed, right? So I'm not talking about agreeing on every single thing. You got to be able to think for yourself. But I'm talking about vibing with a dude, right? And so I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to meeting Crypto Eddie, giving her a hug, right? Really looking forward to that kind of stuff. So, glad you could show up to the channel, Valiant V. Definitely appreciate you showing up on the stream, man. How long I tried hanging on, but 7 minutes or so. Who's that? Mr. Yeah, I know. I don't know what was going on with the. I don't know how you say your name, Mr. Mr. DKGIO. I know that was I don't know what the heck was going on with that audio, man. I'm playing around with these settings on the OBS studio, trying to get that right. So thank God it's finally working, right? Great guys and gals in the Army, absolutely. Mr. Ceej, keep it up. Good work, great content on your videos. Yes, appreciate that, Dencio. Definitely appreciate that. Absolutely. So that's the deal, right? I want to be able to be a part of this community and give content and hope the community to grow and hopefully, do my part to level up the XRP IQ, level up. But that's my thing too. It's not, my goal as far as providing content is those 3 areas of leveling up. So I want to bring content about the financial space, right? And so I will be bringing content from Money Master the Game. I will be bringing my perspective and content from, Rich Dad Poor Dad, right? And I will be bringing up my, my perspective on the digital asset space as a whole. It's not going to just always be XRP, right? And then, but also we'll hope to bring content to help you level up your XRP IQ as well. I'll do the same thing, meet all of the YouTubers that work hard to keep us holding and believing, absolutely. And it's a blessing to be able to do that, It's definitely a blessing to be able to do that without question. So I thought that was that video from Ripple was huge. CryptoCeej, yo, Alice D Vlogs, what's good? What is good? How are you? Glad you can come hang out with the stream, guys. Please smash the likes and subscribe on your way in. I definitely appreciate the support for sure. I definitely want to get to 2,000 subs. We're not at 2,000 yet. I want to do that. I want to grow this channel. I really do. I want to grow this channel and do some good things for the community. What's up? What's up? I've been watching you forever. I know, Alex. I appreciate that. Yes, I'm going to be doing these live streams more often now, and so looking forward to it now that I got a kind of a good knack for doing it. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Yeah, it was time for the face reveal. I don't know if you knew this or not, but I had said that I was going to do a face reveal if the digital asset investor, Alex, if he would do a live stream and show his face, that I would do the same. So, but again, it was kind of time to do it, but, he was kind of my motivation to do it. You know what I mean? It was my motivation to do it, without question. Peter Benham says, with the growing exponential trajectory, I'll be interesting to see how this mushrooms. Yeah, so we're going to see what it is, and we're going to see, as we like to say, see what it do. You know what I mean? So, it's going to be an interesting thing. XRP, boom. Oh, thanks for the $2 super chat, Alex. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, excited to be part of doing a live stream. Excited to, you know, kind of level up my game with this channel and bring some content to the community, man. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I definitely do appreciate that. You know, definitely appreciate that. So, yeah, so that's kind of where we are. You know, looking to do that, bring some content to this, some value to this community, which is an action community, guys. I hope you guys give yourself some props for the fact that the people from Ripple are listening and they're paying attention and that they appreciate you guys. I hope you get that. You know, I hope, you know, it's you know, sometimes we can kind of focus on what we don't have instead of focusing on what we do have. And here's the thing, the XRP community has mad respect from the people from Ripple. And it's just a matter of time before the XRP and the value does its thing. Right, level up, Alex V. That's right, level up without question, Alex D. Vlogs. Absolutely. It's important. It's hugely important. So understand that, you know, we do, the community as a whole has mad respect from the people from Ripple. And that's, I'm telling you, that's not happening in all the communities. I'm telling you right now, that is not happening in all the communities. So that's a blessing without question, you know. That's a blessing without question. And so, yeah, so very cool. You know, I knew that this hour would fly by, but I definitely wanted to do this with you guys, and I definitely appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you so much for all the super chats. Thank you so much for the likes. For sure, I definitely appreciate that. So be sure to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications for when I'll be doing some of the live streams. Really looking forward to doing all this. TF says, bro, buying all the dips. I hear you. Absolutely. I hear that, man. You know, yeah, we're looking forward to doing them. Tap the line. What is going on, my dude? What's going on, man? What you been up to? Yeah, first live stream, face reveal, all of that. All of that. Tap the line. Doing all of that, right? So, I love doing a live stream, too. I was telling my girlfriend that, you know, doing this channel, doing this channel for me, it's like I get a chance to kind of be a little bit like I was kind of growing up, right, from New York, right, hood cat, you know, in Brooklyn, right, and so I get a chance to kind of bring a little bit of that, a little bit to the channel, right, because in the business world, right, it's a little different, right, in the business world, you got to do things a little different, right, and so I've been in the business world for a long time, or as we like to say, for a minute, right, and so it's nice to kind of do the channel and you know, kind of go back on that a little bit, reminisce back in the day when I was hanging out in Brooklyn, New York. So, what does it say here? Saturn Net 1 says, Ripple's collaboration with the IMF and central banks' adoption of its digital currency will send us beyond the orbit of the moon. Without question, it's going to do that. Again, three things, guys. In my opinion, this is Ripple's message. I didn't speak with anyone from Ripple. This is Ripple's message from Swell. In my opinion, three things: knowledge, patience, maturity. In this game, that's the key to just winning. Period. Right? The key to winning in any space is knowledge, patience, maturity. Right? Maturity in who you are in your mindset, but maturity and understanding that project that you might be working on is going to take time for it to mature and do its thing, right? It's important to realize that. So, thanks for that, Saturn Net. That's a great Saturn Net 1. That's a great point. You know what I mean? It's a great point. On the road and buying XRP, tap the line. I hear you, bro. Keep doing that, man. Keep doing your thing for sure. We appreciate all XRP YouTubers. You guys do a fantastic job. Crypto Time, thank you. I appreciate that. Nice to put a face to the name. Absolutely, Aaron. Yeah, you know, it's time to do it. It's time to do it. Digital Asset Investor did it. Live stream and face reveal. I said I was going to do it, so here it is. I'm looking forward to doing more of them. 416 Crypto says, great streams. It's great. Good night. Great stream, Siege. Thank you. Appreciate that. Keep up the great work. I will do that, my friend. Thanks for all the good folk here. Absolutely. Yeah, community. I'm telling you, I'm proud. You know, I said this on the phone when I talked to Brad Kimes. I'm proud to be a part of this XRP community, man. As a whole, I'm very, very proud to be part of this community. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think I think that people that show up are the people that show out. Right? And so, you know, the DAI and Brad Kimes and Dustin, I'm looking forward to hanging out with those dudes. I really am. I'm looking forward to hanging out with them. Dustin is funny. Right? He's a funny dude, right? He's a funny dude. So I'm looking forward to hanging out with him. I'm looking, you know what I mean? I'm looking forward to hang out with, with the community. Tap the line, XRP Carolina. I can't wait to hang out with you dudes, man. I can't wait. And we're gonna be doing. I know they're gonna be doing more meetups, right? I know we're gonna be doing more meetups. So Kevin Cage is next with the face reveal. Let's see what's up. Let's see if Kevin Cage won't do that. I think I saw. Well, I saw it's like a Twitter picture, but it seemed like Kevin Cage is a really smart guy too, right? Man, oh man. I have a question. Why do people want an XRP? Tap the line said, I have a question. Why are people wanting XRP to go to $1 instead of just buying at 30 cents and holding to $50? Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly, tap the line. Exactly. I see YouTubers as old friends. That's BOI, I feel, big family. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, this is a great family. Yeah, I can't wait to meet XRP Carolina. I can't wait to meet you, Tap the Line. I can't wait to meet this community. The more meetups, the better, because it's important to build a community so that we can kind of strengthen. We can help to strengthen each other's resolve, through bear markets and through, helping us to stay patient. Right? It's important, because it's really important because the people that don't want you and I to win, they know that they can, get us frustrated, get us selling. And I don't know if it was Jay or Kurt from Love for Crypto talking about he sold all his bags of XRP. I don't know if that's true or what he did or if he's looking for, I don't know what happened there. But I hope that he certainly hasn't gotten out of the game. That day trading stuff, yeah, not for me. Well, not with XRP anyway. Nope. Not with XRP. I'll do a Bitcoin. I'll do it quicker with Bitcoin than I will with my XRP bags. That is for sure. Not messing around with XRP bags, man. Never, ever, ever, ever. Am I saying that right? So Sachin Simpson says, I'm 21. I got 20 years to hodl. That's right. That's right. And I hope that's right. And I'm not giving financial advice here, but I, hodl and accumulate, right? If I, that's what I would, tell my family, right? Hodl and accumulate. Accumulate and hodl, right? Curtis Hodges says, great info. Thanks for all you have to say. Curtis, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. That's right. I didn't know Sancho was that young. 21. Man, you're like Cobb's age, man. Man, you blessed. Blessed. 21. Holy cow. You have really helped me stay in the game. Oh, tap the line, man. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. That's what it's about. It's about us supporting each other. In the end, that's what it's about. It's about us supporting each other, Without question, that is the deal, guys. 416 Triple says, wish I could be 21 again. All right, so I'm going to do some shout-outs, and then I'm going to wrap this up. Let me see. I'm going to go to the beginning, so I make sure I don't forget anybody. I'm probably going to say names twice. But this is for people locked on the stream, and I just want to give them a shout-out and say thank you for doing that. D, it says here, thanks for hanging out. Hope you got back on, D. Morris Prince C7, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate that. TJ Jackson, appreciate that. Appreciate you, bro. Steve K, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging on to the stream. Raymond Scott, thanks for hanging out on the stream. Hopefully I'll get to see you again. TJ Jackson, I know I'll see you again for sure. MG, hope to see you again. Thanks for hanging out. Strength Gains, what's up? Hope I get to see you again. Carl Wagner, don't get yourself in trouble, bro. At work, we'll see you again soon. Crypto Morgan, thanks for the super chat if I didn't say that. Thank you. Brandon L, thanks for hanging out. SaturnNet1, thank you so much for hanging out. Tall Midget 123, thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you being here, bro. Dubian2, I hope I'm saying that right. Crypto Morgan, I said that. Peter Convey, thanks for hanging out. Definitely appreciate that. Butterfly Trader 1, love it. Thanks for hanging out. A. Joseph C, appreciate you being here, bro. John, what's good? Thanks for hanging out. Chi E. Thanks for hanging out. Aiden Trading, you're so awesome, man. Mad respect for you, bro. Mad respect. 14, 15 years old. Unbelievable. Smart dude. Eli, thanks for hanging out. Blue Collar Trading. Good job on all fronts, my dude. William Leather, thanks for hanging out. Crypto Nation 589. Hi, first time in your stream. Thanks for hanging out. Hi, Crypto Nation 589. Naptown XRP, thank you. What's up? What's up? Who else did I miss? Anybody? Blockchain Monkeys came to hang out. I appreciate that. Let's go, baby. That's exactly right. MG, thanks for hanging out. TF, thanks for hanging out. XRP breadcrumbs. Absolutely. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate that. Make sure I didn't miss anyone. Jojo Crypto, I appreciate you coming and hanging out. Jacob's Ladder, thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate that. Crawfish XRP, good to see you in the stream, my dude. What it do? What's going on? What's going on, bro? Thanks for hanging out. Jojo, thanks for hanging. Dubian2, thanks for hanging out. Sir Captain Sticks, Sir Captain Sticks, I appreciate you hanging out. Mr. Leroy, thank you for hanging out on the stream. I definitely appreciate that. Jepsy, I know I know how to pronounce that. Jepsy, thank you for hanging out. Brandon L, thank you for hanging out. TJ Jackson said that. Crypto Time, thanks for hanging. Papa Dot, thanks for hanging out. Papa Dot, I love it. Leo_Brazil_crypto, thank you for hanging out. Thanks for your content. Thanks for contributing to the stream. Peter Benham, thanks for hanging out and for content and for contributing to the stream. Papa Doc, I just love that. Who else I got here? Did I forget anyone else? No, yes, I did. Here it says Jason GO2 Evans Norty. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for contributing to the stream. I definitely appreciate that. Matthew, thank you for bringing out and contributing to the stream. Josh JT, Crypto Time. I said that. I said Peter. I said Matthew Evans. I said Mr. DKGIO. Thanks for hanging out. Alex D Vlogs. Thanks for hanging out, bro. I appreciate that, and thank you so much for the super chat. That is outstanding. I appreciate it. Fatty McButterpants. Just wanted to say I love my dry time with you, brother. Keep up the good work. Absolutely. Thanks for hanging out on the stream, man. I appreciate the hanging out. Appreciate you contributing to the stream. Tap to the line, my dude. We're going to hang out. Curtis Hodges, thanks for hanging out. Rhythm Leather, thanks for hanging out. Definitely appreciate that. Guys, listen. I'm going to wrap this stream up with what I normally do. And that is, listen, guys. Never ever forget this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to hang out in the same playground that they hang out, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know. That the battle for you has already been fought. And the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya.